YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph. So today, this is what I want to talk about, man. All right, women gotta understand, bro. All right, women just gotta understand this. We as men don't get how you guys get digging stick, how you guys get options, how you guys attract options, how easy access it is for you guys to get dug out, the amount of attention you receive from dating apps and social media and just in the... It's not the same for guys, right? It's not the same for guys. That's one thing you gotta understand. It never will be the same for guys, and in fact, it gets worse. Okay? I don't know how many times I gotta make this. So, if a woman is celibate, can a man be celibate? That's what a woman said. She says, I think it can go both ways, Steph. Do you think it can go both ways? That a man can be celibate as well? Of course a man can be celibate. Of course. But what are the odds of this man having unlimited amount of access to guts, unlimited amount of access to the watery, wet, tight guts versus the unlimited access you have to attention? You post a picture in your bikini, or you just post a regular picture you smiling, you get 50 DMs and all these guys wants to take you out and stuff like that. What access does the average guy have versus you? Zero. So, can I be celibate? Of course. Of course I can be celibate, right? If I choose to, yes. Because even myself don't have the options, the unlimited access of options that a woman has. See, all you gotta do is go to the Walmart, go to some sort of grocery store, wear some yoga pants, and guys are going to look at you, stare at you, and talk to you and want your number. What I have to do to get that same response, I have to go to college. Or we could take it back from college. I have to be this high school superstar that plays sports. So now I'm in college, I have to graduate college, have a nice car, have a nice paying job, and I have to have nice shoes and clothes to peacock to attract a woman that still isn't going to approach me. I have to approach her to hopefully, in the hopes of get some sort of interaction going on. Versus, all she gotta do is stand there. So it's not the same. It never will be the same. I want you ladies to really understand this. I want y'all to really understand this. Dating is not the same for us as it is for y'all. I don't know how many times I gotta make this video. What you ladies don't get, you ladies really think that the guts, the sweet water angely guts just fall from the sky and land on our lap. You think they just land on our lap? No, they don't. They don't. We got a peacock. Wait, why do you think this thing called looks, money, and status? Do they have a looks, money, and status thing for women? No. They don't have that grading scale for women. The only grading scale they have for women is how many bodies does she have? That's it. That's the only grading scale that the average guy has for the woman. The blue pill guy has for the woman. How many guys has she slept with? Versus us, we need looks, we need money, we need status, we need game. These are facts. And then you still ain't even gonna get the watery wet guts. Because the blue pill narrative is for you to qualify for her. Man, I want y'all to do something, man. And shout out to FitX, man, because that's the homie, right? Man, we was talking. I sent him the story to Blueface. The Blueface story on Instagram. I said, FitX, look at this, G. FitX had chicks qualifying for him. I said, bro, isn't this the equivalent of the average woman in her inboxes on all social media apps and all dating apps of guys trying to qualify for her? It's the same thing. Hey, babe. Hey, girl. Hey, beautiful. Hey, can I take you out? Hey, how you doing? Not one message, not 5, not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40, not 50, 100 of them, 100 digging sticks. Versus the average guy has zero guts to juggle. So he is celibate by default. He is celibate by default. You are celibate by choice. It's like a game difficulty for men. You have rookie, and you have all-star. No. You have rookie, then you have pro, then you have all-star, then you have Hall of Fame. And Hall of Fame is one of the hardest difficulties to play on 2K, because on this new 2K, you can't hit whites on Hall of Fame. You only hit greens. Oh, but then there's a difficulty after Hall of Fame, and that's just called a man's life. The things that we have to do to get the things that we want are just astronomical. It just makes no sense. How hard I had to work to get to where I'm at today makes literally no sense. Why do you think successful guys are entitled and arrogant? Because they deserve that. I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm not saying that I'm not super successful yet. I'm not successful. I'm still on my journey. But why do you think those guys that are at the top, why do you think those guys are entitled? Because everything that they got, they worked for it. Everything a woman got, she ain't worked for it. She was just given to her because she's a woman. She's just born that way. And that's cool. I make this video because your options versus our options are two different options. Now, the woman will say, but don't we both have options? Of course we both have options, of course. But I just have LeBron, and you have KD, Steph, Clay, and Giannis. Let me say it one more time. I just have LeBron. You have KD, Steph, Clay, and Giannis. We both have options. It's just your options are 5 times more than mine, and 5 times more successful and rewarding as mine, and 5 times more overpowered as mine. Does that make sense? I'm Steph Cole, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth about how it is for the average man in his dating life. It sucks. He has to really self-improve. And then you got a woman that's a 6 or a 7 have the audacity to flake, but she can flake because she's chasing. There is no 80-20 rule anymore. That's 1970s. It's a 95-5 rule, 90-10 rule. She's chasing the top 10% of men, thinking that she has a shot at one of those 10% guys. But the average guy is willing to sacrifice his life for her. But I'm not done yet. What she would do is put him on the back burner until she's 30. And then when she's 30, she will give up those guts that she withdrawn from him for years. Because female nature and hypergamy is undefeated. And the only way that you can combat it is to self-improve. The realest thing I'm going to say before I end this video is she doesn't have to self-improve. The only time she has to self-improve is when she wants a high-value man in her life. Every man has the capacity, or should I say, every man can become a high-value man. It just takes work. Every man don't want to work. I'm going to tell you this, bro. Life ain't fair. I'm 5'6". Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair. I don't have the straightest hairline, bruh. Life ain't fair. Right? How I put on weight and how I put on fat, it ain't fair. I hold all my fat in my back and my abs. It's not fair. But guess what? I gotta deal with the cards I was dealt with when I was born. I gotta deal with it, G. And guess what? I'm gonna maximize on becoming my coldest version of myself. You should do the same, G. So for ladies that's watching this video, you know how many options you have. Let's not play boo-boo the fool. Because we ain't no fools, G.